Hello and welcome. My name is Bilal Akil. You'll be joining me for a watercolor kind of abstract session. I hope that you can benefit for it in some way. It's meant to be freestyling, so I'll be talking about whatever comes to my mind as I'm painting away. The first thing that I'll be drawing and painting is probably what I see in front of me, and then after that I will elaborate and develop on that, and we can have something else going on. Okay, let's put in some water on the paper, and we'll pull in, so it's one kind of character. It's there's the lady with her thing, and the gentleman. Here. Lovely to see the back of what it looks like of a family wedding. Quite interesting. Let's try and get this in quickly before start people moving. Lovely dresses. There's blues and whites. This is the back. So that just is suggestive. People have moved already. That photo looks like that photo was done. We'll just have the trees there. One guy on the park bench there in the distance. So more. Get the kind of main shadows in. He seems to have his mother by his side and his lovely wife next to him. What a fortunate day they have, and the family around them. This is the back of his head in English wedding. Let's see if we can get you here as well. As you can see, an English wedding happening just there. So kind of penciled that in just to get the forms in, and now I can go in with the paints and just have a look. So I can see that the shadow of the leaves behind me is coming in. So what we'll do is excuse me, get his dark blue suit in. Looks black, so let's get that darker element there. It's turning up quite blue. It's fine. There you go. Dark element there. So there, people there, and black. Black and white. Some lady is wearing quite a lovely blue colour. See if we can try and capture that. Ooh, that's not as bright as that, but there are elements of blue. People wearing darker tones, grey suits. What a lovely day. There we go. Some lovely blues going on there. Floral patterns. Ruined the wedding dress, but you can't tell. It's fine. And then you've got the lovely greenery. Let's get that in. Right, okay, that's too bright. We'll darken that up a little bit, adding a bit more blue. I think that needs to be a bit more darker, don't you think? And then, so it looks like some form of gathering. I mean, it's kind of suggestive. Let's put some orangey elements in the background. I think my yellow is really gone. It's lost its kind of yellow charms as it was. Push back some of the oranges of the buildings. Always lovely to see people walking by. So I'd like to get the shadows of this dark tree in. Let's see if we can, because that kind of here, yeah, that's kind of there's a shadow element there, and I want to get that in. So it looks like there's something happening in the distance. So, and I think it provides quite a good framework to kind of go abstract. We can then develop on that going forward. So I wonder what thoughts would be going in both the married couple. I mean, it's a lovely opportunity, it's a new start for the couple. Thoughts for the family as well. I wonder what goes through the minds. You could be thinking good things, you must be thinking good things. Must be quite ecstatic. I wonder if he's thinking about the longer term. Looks like they have a child already. Interesting. Looks like the child is like around a 1 or 2 year old. Also, perhaps they started a bit early before the wedding. Different cultures, but perhaps they thought it was time to tie the knot. Everybody has a story to tell, and we can always wonder, and it's part of the people watching that you get whilst you're sitting and painting or sitting in the park and just wondering what's happening. I don't know if you can see the baby from here. Let's see if we can get a little baby in as well. There you go, a little baby reference there. Quite a young couple if you can't see them so close. I want to get in the kind of elements of this tree, of what's happening here. Darker elements. Oops. There you go, that's a bit more of a, I think, quite a loud green. I want to push that back a little bit, really. Just see if we can add in some purples. Yes. Focusing on the darker hair of the gentleman, mainly a few blondes, a few people brown hair, dark hair. Difficult to tell in distance. We'll kind of give them a purpley haired look. Oh, should have been blonde, but it's okay. It's distance. It should have been white, but it doesn't matter. I've happy accident. Made someone here purple. It should add to the elements of what I'm doing, at least the changes. Let's get the foreground in a different colour. I want to move away from this vibrant green. Let's layer it out. Let's see. What I want to do is add some more lines. I just want to just add some abstract marks there. We could call this wedding day photo as an example. I wonder if they'll be charmed by my photos so far of what I've been doing. Probably not, if they're looking for something that's more representational, but it's always interesting to start somewhere. Also, I think the configuration of the paper also has a bearing. This is more of a kind of square cut paper that I put together, just cutting up various sheets. Wind is blowing. Lovely to have a breeze. Let's get some blue elements in. And I just want to push back with some more orangey elements. I think it's taken its own kind of form, really. I think I can work on it a little bit more, but I think that the way it is perhaps is sufficient. And I think that kind of works. I mean, you could draw into that whatever you want to, and it will dry and have its form its own. So I think that's fine.